Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the Blockchain Backer bringing you the latest cryptocurrency news and analysis. And I hope that you guys are having a fantastic weekend. Today is Sunday, so we're going to be getting our candle close over here in the cryptocurrency market later today around evening time for me here in the United States. So I figured I'd do a little update for you guys. The last video I posted was on Friday. We went through quite a few charts, but I also talked a little bit about my dog. You guys were absolutely overwhelming in the amount of support and prayers that you had for my dog, and I can't tell you how good that made me feel. My wife saw that. My kids saw that. It was just incredible. Thank you guys so much. And I wanted to come back and today talk to you about a few things here in the charts, like the Ripple XRP price chart, the total altcoin market cap, and of course, take a look at Bitcoin, tell you what I'm seeing going into the weekly candle close. So before we dive into the crypto charts, let me at least update you on my dog. He did have surgery and his surgery went fantastic. And he's actually home now. He came home yesterday morning. So this guy is doing great right now, and he's eating, he's drinking, he's walking, he's using his bad leg. So we still have a recovery process to go through and everything, but he is doing very, very good, and our family is just absolutely thrilled to have him home and to see improvement. You know, things just like going into the kitchen and being interested in the table scraps that are being dropped on the floor, right? You know, he wasn't even doing that. So the fact that he's like willing to get up and come get table scraps, he's hungry, he's thirsty, he wants to go outside. We're just seeing improvement and use of his leg. So I'm just happy to report that back to you guys because you were overwhelmingly supportive, and the comments were just incredible. And it was truly amazing because you guys gave me some reassurance and you guys had my back, and thank you. I appreciate that. So let's dive into here. Let's take a look around. I won't show the whole Unstoppable Domains demo today with the Coinbase wallet. We'll still keep this video set to uninterrupted by advertisements, but I wanted to show you something. I did share this on my Twitter that I've scooped up some of the business niches that I intend to do this with. So they had talked about how you can list your crypto domains on OpenSea or OpenSea to be able to, kind of resell your domain. So I do have a few business ideas that I picked up, and these were kind of some of the available ones, like diet foods and bagel shop and cat cafe and meal planning and frozen yogurt .crypto. So like I imagine when we go into restaurants and stuff like that, that's the payment option that you're presented. So you can scoop those up and list them for sale in OpenSea. I also saw that the co-founder of Unstoppable Domains went on to Anthony Pompliano's channel last week. So congrats to them. They're getting a lot of publicity right now. So that's great to see that even Anthony Pompliano's talking about them. Of course, you can always follow the link in the description of this video to Unstoppable Domains to get your own .crypto domain, which is now compatible with Coinbase Wallet. They are also a founding member of Ripple's Open Payments Coalition for PayID. Let's move on. On Friday, there was actually a error with the total altcoin market cap, and it was kind of funny, but there you go. Total altcoin market cap chart is broken on TradingView. We can only wish 8 trillion. So, the kind of the candle we all dream of, where we went from, $130 billion to $8 trillion showed up on the total altcoin market cap on TradingView. It was an error. You could just tell by the rest of the market. Most of the market was red that day when that happened, but we still got this giant candle. But if you watched my video last week on the exit plan, and we were talking about the Fibonacci's and measuring the extensions, and even with XRP to measure it out, how to get to the $55 price target, this is how we would measure it with the 0.236 at the top coming down to the bottom. And even with our error over here on TradingView that printed a false candle, look where it took us to. That's a little odd, don't you think, that an error just shows up out of nowhere with TradingView and it takes our total altcoin market cap to the exact location that we're looking for. So that was weird, but I thought it was really interesting, and just for fun, I wanted to show you guys that today, that even somebody had said it, where is it? Even broken, it must follow mathematical harmony. I agree. That's pretty weird. But now we'll dive into the actual charts as we get closer to the end of the week. So here we go. Right now, the XRP price chart, like we talked about last week, broke through the 50-week moving average. It did close way above the 50-week, which was awesome. It's nice to see that we've held the whole week above that level. Clearly, we've been bouncing up and down above the 100-week moving average. I didn't really have the expectation that we would get the close above there. We still could. There's still more time left in the day. I still don't have my hope set on that we actually do close above that. I expect to move back to the 50-week moving average for one more attempt at grabbing an accumulation. Again, if it doesn't do it, no problem for me. Keep on mooning, please. But my expectations are that it does come back down and touch here at 22.5. Right here now we're looking at the total altcoin market cap. And I wanted to show you guys something because I know a lot of times price action can get really exciting in the short term, right? Especially when XRP goes from, 20 cents to 30 cents in a matter of a week. We all get really excited. A lot of people are buying once it's at 30 cents because they think the action's going to keep going up. And then something happens where it stalls out and it pulls back and it's like, oh my gosh, it's never going to go, right? But I want us to go back in time, right? So here we are. This is the 2015, 2016, 2017 total altcoin market cap bull run. And you can see this bull run lasted 2 years. I know we all talk about 2017, but really you can see this thing started way back here in November of 2015 is when this grind up really began. And if you unfortunately, I was not a buyer down here, so I wasn't in cryptocurrency at that time. But we look back at it and we say, oh man, how cool would it have been to be a buyer right there? And then, you just got to enjoy, 802,000% return. So you 8,000x to your money. But when we look back on it, we say, okay, well, that must have been a super ride up. You were just hanging out in it. It was going up the whole time. That was such a piece of cake to be in that, right? But it's not really, because you look at the sentiment right now and what the sentiment has been like through this entire thing right now. And right now, I want you to think to yourself, how would you feel if this market pulled back 25% right now? So let me put it on the daily time frame right now. What would go on in your mind if we actually pull down to this level I've talked about right here, the double tap level, right? I've got it on the daily, but here we'll put it right here. So here's this double tap level, right? The area that I keep saying that I'm expecting us to go to. What would it feel like if we suddenly saw this market just suddenly lose 20, 27, 30% all at once, right? We'd see chaos. We'd see all the people who bought XRP at 29, 30 cents say, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. This is terrible. But I wanted to just show you something when we kind of zoom out, right? And I want you to kind of change your time perspective on how you're looking at this and think much longer term out, because I'm about to overlay this right here and show you what it was like. Now, I don't expect a repeat of this, okay? I don't know how high we're going to go. I could see potentially us going, the length of this to this. I don't have any plan on scooping up the remainder of that. Even this is just an absurd percentage. It's 39,000%. So that would be a 390x your money. All the way up here is it just gets a little crazy. But let's go ahead and grab this fractal that we had back here in this previous bull market. And I'm just going to grab to right there, okay? I'm not even going to grab the whole thing. And what happens if we take it and just shift it over here and look at the speed at which we've been growing right now? You can see our growth rate that we've had right now is identical to what happened during the bottoming process in the beginning of the bull run back in 2016. And look, you see this thing, it doesn't look like anything when we're back here, right? But you could see the percentages. It's the same distance, right? So I'll put this down on the daily time frame and show you again, where does that level take us to? It takes us right into this double tap region, right? So while in the short term, and we're thinking about this in just, the daily or weekly time frame, a big old 30% fall would really scare people tremendously. But going back in time and looking at what this looked like back then, and here we'll just copy the daily fractal instead of the weekly fractal. It's not that crazy. It's really just kind of normal price action and normal price movement that we have during these times while we're in this grind upwards. So a lot of times I'm always really excited and I'm always really bullish because I do believe that's where we're at in this market structure. I believe we bottomed a long time ago. We bottomed back in March and we've just been in this nice grind to the upside, and I'm bullish every day. Whether or not the price action is going to be bullish for that day, I look at the big trend in the direction that we're moving in, and we're moving in the upward direction. So I'm bullish every day. If we have a 30% pullback one day, do you know what my sentiment is going to be that day? bullish. It's going to be bullish. But I thought I would just show this to you so you could see it yourself, that even if something does come, like I do expect to come, if we get some 25 or 30% pullback, remember the big plan. The big plan, that thing is moving in the upward direction. And during the bear market, a lot of times especially early in the bear market, because it's what we always said in 2017, buy the dip, BTFD, BTFD. And then suddenly BTFD didn't work anymore in the bear market, right? Especially in 2018. And now the idea of buying the dip has typically, throughout the whole bear market, led to it kept going down. So, but in a bull market, you have to really swap that attitude and turn into even though it's scary, and even though you've been burned during the bear market, when we're in a bull market, buy the dip. That's my mentality. That's my thought process on it. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor and this is not investment advice, but that's my mentality on it. And so I wanted to show you that even though I talk about this potential dip that I expect, it doesn't mean anything's out of whack. It would follow exactly. And it's, by the way, this is the first time I've ever seen this. So it's not like I've been basing any of what I've been saying off of this. I just discovered this morning and said, holy moly, that's a little ironic that these percentages are all perfect and the pullback in the previous fractal takes it exactly to where we've been talking about. So look what would happen after that if things just continued. And then moving over to Bitcoin, I won't dig into this too much. It's kind of like beating a dead horse at this point. Is that, we have a big gap right here. So we'll see. I expect that to get filled. So let's start wrapping this up. Once again, you can follow the link in the description of this video to Unstoppable Domains to get your own .crypto domain address so you can receive XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, you name it, all to one simple unique domain address, such as mine, which is bcbacker.crypto. Unstoppable Domains is a partner with Coinbase and an original founding member of Ripple's Open Payments Coalition for PayID. But all right, guys, I hope that you're having a great weekend. I just wanted to give you a quick little weekend update, show you the thing I'm seeing over there on the total altcoin market cap, and tell you where we're planning on keeping our eyes on the XRP price chart. And that 100-week moving average is at 29.5 cents. So if we want to see a close above the 100-week moving average this week, it's sitting right there at 29.5. And then, of course, I wanted to update you guys on my dog and give you a great report that things are going well. So we're excited. We still have to take care of him like he's a baby. I don't think he's minding that at all, but I'll give you guys periodic updates on how that guy is doing. So, all right, I hope that you're having a great weekend. Thank you so much for watching my channel. If you could, please like this video and give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified of when I create new content and when I go live. As always, this is not investment advice and I am not a financial advisor, but if you ever need a pick-me-up or a little bit of reassurance, just remember that the blockchain backers got your back. And thank you for having mine. Have a good one.